So feet hip width. Just move around a little bit and start to work your way into your nice mountain pose. Everything nice and aligned. The feet, you could even look down, see that your feet are in line with each other, all four corners of the feet, good contact with the mat, hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. And we'll just breathe. And allow your breath as it smooths out. Now maybe getting a little deeper. And then we'll add some arms here. So with the palms face out, inhale, press down to lift up. Draw the arms up, press your palms together, and bring your hands to your heart. We'll do that 2 more times, hands by your side. Inhale, really feel that pressing down to lift up, palms together, and hands to your heart. And 1 more time. And exhale. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start to move the spine forward and back. A little nice soft bend to the knees and hips. Elbows out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, forearms toward each other. Inhale, open back. Exhale and inhale. A lot of movement here in the shoulders, the hips, the legs, everything's moving. And then the next time your forearms are toward each other, hold here. Now bring your palms together, forearms as close as they're willing to go right now, and with your fingers, with your palms touching, draw your fingertips up toward the sky until they naturally, the elbows start to come out. Inhale and exhale your hands down by your side. Okay, so shaking out a little, and we take the feet slightly wider than hip width distance, left arm down, right arm up by your shoulder. Especially focus on keeping the right foot grounded as you tilt to the left. And come up and switch. This time we need to keep the left foot grounded, tilt to the right. And just warming up the spine side to side like this. And the next time you come over to the left, just stay here. Feel that nice length in the right side. Now take the left arm parallel to the earth and press through the left fingers to add a little more length to the left side. Start to take your right shoulder back as you shine your heart up. And then bring your hands back to parallel, arms back to parallel, bring it up. Take it over to the right, making sure that left foot isn't traveling up. We got that good stretch here, right arm up. Extend the fingertips on the right away and shine your heart up. Inhale, and we're just gonna let the knees and hips be soft, dropping down and up a few times. Down and up. And the next time you come up, just stay here, inhale, and we'll start some twisting. So go ahead and bring your hands down, shake out a little bit, and we're going to take the legs slightly wider than hip width distance apart with the toes facing out and turning side to side, knocking on the door of life. Okay, and let the legs move naturally. If the heels want to lift, they can lift, and then take the arms out to the side. And shoulder height, and let's come back to our immunity tapping here. So it's under the collarbone with a gentle fist, little taps. And then let the arms go again and take them up. And start to come back to shoulder height, a little more of the immunity tapping. Taking the arms out and back to knocking on the door of life, right back here. Yeah. And then just start to let your body come back to center. Inhale and exhale. All right, go ahead and grab your strap. So we're going to do a little bit of shoulder opening here with the strap. So let the feet be slightly wider than hip width distance apart, okay? The legs are pretty comfortable. Let the strap rest on your thumbs with your arms shoulder width distance apart, and gently curl your fingers around. That strap can still move, okay? And take the arms up. They start to form a Y, and then they come behind you. You want the strap to give you some resistance here, okay? Not so much that you have to bend your elbows to get the strap behind you, and not flopping like a jump rope, okay? So just come over and back. Real nice shoulder opening here. And then the next time the arms are overhead, stay here. Bring your left arm down to your left leg. Your right arm is up by your ear. Okay, and now we're just going to draw that left hand back, opening the front of the shoulder a bit. And release, take it up. Left arm up by the left ear, right arm down. Good. And take it back, arms up. Okay, shake it out for a moment. We're going to do one more thing. So take your strap behind you. This time the hands will be pretty close together, maybe just an inch or two in between the hands, okay? And we're going to slowly lift the arms behind. Is this all right? Shoulders are happy? Okay. All right, so now let's take that into a little bit of a forward fold. Soft knees and hips, arms lift, and start to fold forward. The spine is long, the core is engaged. The arms are lifting a little more off the spine here, and go down as deep as you want, and then raise your arms as much as they feel like. And then bring the arms down with soft knees and hips, come back up to standing. All right, good. Let's go ahead and drop the strap and see how that works with a clasped hand. So clasp your hands, okay, and bend the knees and hips, folding forward, long spine, folding from the hip creases, straightening the legs, and arms lift any amount that they want. They could also stay attached to the spine, up to you. Release your hands now down by your feet, pressing deep into the earth. Press down to lift up as you float your arms out and up. And shake it out, arms down. Whew. All right, so that was a lot for the front of the shoulders. Let's release them now. Arms out to the side. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right, and we're just going to come forward with the chin and the shoulders, not forward fold. And open. Yep, and left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left, and roll it forward. let's release and shake out the arms. Okay, so get your 2 blocks and put them at the top of your mat on opposite sides. Okay, just so they're there. And then come to mountain pose at the top of your mat here. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, we'll be using the blocks in a little bit. We're going to be coming into seated first. So inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Bring your hands to your thighs, take a half lift. Set your hips down, bring your hands down, and find your way to downward facing dog. So we're in down dog here, and just move around a little. First dog of the practice, right? Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. And press 2 heels down and hold. And go ahead and bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and come into a seated mountain pose. Nice and long, spine is long, feet are flexed. Inhale and exhale. Good, and shake things out. All right, so we're going to move into some core work here. So let's go ahead and bend at the knees, but it's a nice open, right? It's just till the feet touch the mat here. And take your arms forward. Okay, so the spine is long. Now with the arms long, we're going to take it back till you feel your core super engaged here, maybe even challenged, okay? Right to the point before you fall out of it. Inhale and exhale. And let's remember where this point is. You're going to keep coming back to it. So sit up. And now take it back. And take the arms out to the side. Forward. Up. And down. And sit up. All right, so you've probably guessed what's coming next. We're adding the leg. Arms are forward. Core challenge. We are staying here. Arms out. Right leg up. Tap the toes down as the arms come forward. Arms overhead, right leg up. Tap the toes down. Let's go left. Arms out, left leg up. Tap down. Arms overhead, left leg up. Tap down and release. All right, so we're going to do that 2 times right, exactly the way we did it. Starting on the right, moving to the left. We'll come up in between, we'll do it twice, okay? So let's take it back, and it's right leg up, tap down, arms overhead, bring the foot down, left leg up, tap down, arms overhead, bring the foot down and sit up. Okay, we're going to do that again. Take it back, arms out, right, tap, up, foot down, left, tap, up, foot down, and sit up. Ooh, shake the legs out. Inhale and exhale. Okay, the final thing we're going to do with this is start on the left, and we're going to do that 2 times without coming up. So, all right, so the feet are flat. Let's take it back. Starting on the left, it's left. Tap, overhead, foot down. It's right. Tap, overhead, foot down, and left. Tap, overhead, foot down, and right. Tap, overhead, foot down, and release. All right, whew. Did you feel that? Was that enough? Should we go through again a few times? No. Okay, let's do obliques then, shall we? So we're going to do similar, but this time with turning. So arms are forward here, okay? And we come back to that core challenge point, bringing the right arm back, have the left arm forward and up. I know you've done this before, it's nothing new. Left back, right forward, and up. Now we'll add a leg. Right arm back, left arm forward, right leg comes up, bring it down. Left leg, left arm, left leg, and bring it down. Let's keep going. Side, and up, and side, and up, side, and up, and side, and up. Now take it to the right and stay here. Bring it in and take it to the left. Final time. Stay here a little longer and bring it in. Woo! Shake it out. So you can choose to shake it out with your legs straight or your knees bent. Remember, we're not bending the knees quite so much right now. Okay. Inhale and exhale. All right. So let's get some nice little hip opening going here. So we'll go ahead and take it down. Hands by your side. Okay. And we're just going to do 4 water wheels on the right. So it's knee in, point up, flex down, knee in, point up, flex down. So you can keep that knee soft without crunching it in. Point up, flex down, and knee in, point up, flex down. Now hold your right knee in and reverse. It's flex out, point up, knee in, 3 more, out and up and in and 2 and 1. All right, now hold on to the hamstring here and just let that right leg come out to the side and back. So it's coming out to the right and back to center. Come to center here, extend your left leg any amount that it's willing. Take your left hand outside of your right leg, right arm over to the side. Let that left knee cross just past the belly button. Take your gaze towards your right fingertips and let that left knee continue to come over to the side. So it's heading toward the left side. All right, now let's go ahead and come back to center and switch legs. Right foot down. It's 4 on the left. Knee in, point up, flex down. Knee in, point up, flex down. And 3, and up, and down, and 4. And hold the left knee in, flex the left foot, take it out, and up, knee in. Take it out, and up, knee in. Take it out, and up, knee in, and out, and up. Now hold the knee in, hold on to your left hamstring, extend that right leg any amount, and the right arm could be out from the shoulder here for a little extra. And let's go ahead and take that left leg out to the left and back to center. Coming back to center, right hand outside the left leg, left arm out from the shoulder. Let that left knee go just past the belly button. And all the way over, as far as it wants to go to the right, with that left shoulder still engaged with the mat. And come back to center, 2 feet to the mat, and just let the knees open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to come to hands and knees. And from here, do some arm work. So take it forward, okay, knee down plank, and down and up and back. We'll do just a few of these. This time we're going forward and 2 times up and down in the push-up and back. And this will be our last time. We'll do it 3 and 2, and 1. All right, and press back to child's pose. Now grab a block. If you don't want your knees to be bent so tightly, put the block under your hips at any level, right? And come into child's pose this way. This will keep the knees from being so intensely bent. And if that doesn't feel good, or you just want to do something else, just kind of hang out here, even lift completely off the heels. And come on back up. Put that block back at the top of your mat if you moved it, and come into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. All right, so now we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. Take any journey that you want. Bring your hands to your thighs. Take a half lift. Forward fold here, and float the arms out and up as your palms touch. And your hands come to heart center. Okay, so we're going to be bringing the hands to the blocks before we come into our downward facing dog. All right, so come to the top of your mat here. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up, inhale. Now exhale, swan dive. Hands are not to the blocks right here, they're just down. Hands to the thighs, take a half lift, sink the hips down, bring your hands to the mat, and take your right leg back and wiggle in your lunge. Okay, now we're going to find either knee up or knee down plank and chaturanga down. Okay, and from the chaturanga, we'll do a hands-free cobra. So lift your hands, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, and take it up, elbows toward the waist, and release. All right, now place your hands on your blocks and find your way to downward facing dog. So we're in down dog with the hands on the blocks. Inhale and exhale. So one of the things that the blocks help us do is get the up foot, which in this case will be the right in a moment, really close to the hands. It gives us a little extra lift, so take your right leg up and take a big step forward, land the foot as close to the hands as it comes with the extra lift coming from the blocks. Inhale and exhale. And now we're just going to leave the hands on the blocks, take the left foot up to meet the right, okay, and fold with the hands on the blocks. Good. Now let's turn the blocks to their highest edge, third edge. Bend the knees and hips and do a half lift from here. Come into a forward fold. The hands are still on the blocks. Release the blocks and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, so let's put the blocks back where they were. I'm going to leave my block that's on your side away from my mat so that you can see what's going on. Okay, and we float the arms up, inhale. Take it down. We're not using the block yet. Take a half lift, sinking the hips, hands down, step back on the left, and we're in this nice lunge, so let's wiggle around. Find a plank, knee up or knee down. Good, and chaturanga all the way down here. Okay? So we're going to do another hands-free cobra. We'll just do it a few times. So lift your hands, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, elbows toward the waist, release, come back up, hands-free cobra, release, and one final time, hands-free cobra, yes, and release. Make a pillow with your hands, bend your knees, and just let the spine Get a nice release here. All right. Now, have your blocks by your side, okay, as you find your way to downward facing dog, hands on the blocks. Inhale and exhale. And then take your left leg up and take a giant, giant step forward. Okay, inhale and exhale here. Okay, and then we're going to step the back foot, in this case the right, all the way up. Okay, turn your blocks to their third edge here, hands on the blocks, take a half lift. Exhale, forward fold with the hands still on the blocks. And then release the blocks, arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And shake it out. So that was just a sample of how blocks can be used, okay, in any position, right? In this case, we use them in our sun salutation to get the foot farther forward when we were walking up. Okay, so now that we have them, let's use them for a little hamstring stretch and quad stretch. So go ahead and put the blocks back at the top of your mat. Come to the top of your mat. And we're going to float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale the hands to the legs. Bend at the knees. Put the hands on the mat. Step back with your right leg. Okay, so we're in lunge. Now we're going to bring the right knee down. It's way behind the hip. Take your blocks to their third edge. Rest your hands on top of the block and lean into low crescent lunge. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so pretend that block is still there. Now we've got the second edge, hands on the second edge, and lift the left toes for the hamstring. Come back to the highest edge for that front hip flexor quad stretch. And second edge, toes up. All right, so from here, just take that left leg back and step your right leg forward. Find your low crescent lunge here. So now the left knee is back, the blocks are on their third edge, and you can sink right into it. Take it back, hamstring stretch, lift the toes. Back to third edge, hip flexor. And bringing it back up, hamstring. All right, so go ahead and take your right leg back. Find your way to downward facing dog. Press your heels toward the mat. See if you can feel that extra in the hamstrings here. Inhale and exhale. And then just journey your feet toward your hands. When you get there, take a half lift and forward fold. And float the arms out and up. Palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, so we're going to be doing some wide-legged forward folds now, starting out with triangle to the wide-legged forward fold series. We'll do a wide-legged downward facing dog. So however you want to position yourself on the mat, we're going to take the legs wide, starting for triangle, okay, nice and wide, and take the right toes forward to the right, left toes in at an angle, draw the arms out toward the shoulders. Okay, great. And we're going to reach to the right and up. Reach right and up. Reach right and up. Now reach, 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 right hand down, left arm up. Maybe gaze towards your left fingertips, depending on how your balance feels. And then bring that left hand to the right leg. So now we're starting to move into pyramid. Bend your right knee as much as needed so you can bring your hands to the mat. Okay? And then we're just going to work on straightening and bending the knee, feeling that hamstring stretch. And then when the leg is as straight as it's going to go with your hands on the mat, just hang here. Triangle to pyramid, and let's lift back up into triangle. And come up. Bring the hands to the hips, index fingers to the hip creases. Toes are forward, if not even slightly heading in toward each other. Inhale, exhale, over the hip creases into your forward fold. So your hands are probably touching the mat. If they weren't, you could grab a block with the hands down. Bend one knee and then the other, side to side, getting those inner thighs. And just take it over to one side and hold. And take it to the other side and hold. Really feeling those adductors. Come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up. Come the rest of the way up. Let's give the legs a little break. Shake them out. And come back to wide leg. So we're going to turn the left toes to the left. Legs are wide. Right toes are in at an angle. Legs stay straight. Arms out. Reach and release. Take it. Reach and release. Reach and release. Now reach, 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 and come into the beautiful triangle. Yes. And maybe gazing up toward the right fingertips this time. Bring your right hand around, bend your left knee, bring both hands to the mat, and straighten and bend on the left leg. And then straighten that left leg only as much as it will go with your fingertips still on the mat. Come back into your triangle here. From pyramid back into triangle, and lift up, hands to the hips, index fingers in the hip creases here. Once again, the toes are forward or slightly angled in, and exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to the mat, whether the legs stay straight or the knees bend. Both hands are on the mat, and walk forward into your wide-legged downward facing dog. The heels stay on the mat for this. That determines how far the hands go or don't. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, hands to the hips. Come up halfway, pause here. Come up the rest of the way. Woo. And heel toe the feet together. Shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. How did that feel? Do you like that wide-legged forward fold? Wide-legged downward facing dog? Yeah, I know you like the wide-legged forward folds. Okay, so let's shake things out. And we'll do a little bit of balance here. So the feet are grounded, all four corners of the feet. Inhale and exhale here. And we'll go ahead and do a nice familiar tree. So let's figure out where balance wants to be right now and take the right heel up, turn the right knee out without opening the hip open to the right. Right knee is out, and see how that right foot feels about coming to the left leg, or how your balance feels about that whole issue. Steady gaze, calm mind, and release. All right, let's see how it goes on the left side. Hands to the hips, Left heel up, left knee opens. Good, and release, shake it out. All right, floating right into your tree, arms up. If you want to, you feel like you'd rather take it in stages, go ahead. We're taking the arms up, right foot to the left leg. Palms touch, hands come heart center. And release. Okay, and other side, we're taking it up. Left foot to the right leg. Hands come heart center. Good, and release, shake it out. All right, so go ahead and move around a bit. See how everything's feeling now. Look around, see if there's anything you want for final relaxation here. And when you're feeling ready, come to the top of your mat. All right. Take a few breaths here, feeling grounded. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhaling from those hip creases over straight legs. Just see where the hands go. Bring your hands to your thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward, and sink your hips, hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. And then go ahead and move around, hips side to side. Knees go the opposite way. And when you're ready, bring both knees down, sit off to the side, and come into seated mountain pose. All right, so we're going to use the muscles that we were building in our triangle and pyramid poses and with our hamstring and hip flexor stretches. Take your legs into a V, the feet are flexed. Inhale and exhale, we're going to be stretching things out a little bit now. So inhale, float the arms up, palms forward. Exhale with a long spine, bring your hands down and gaze past your fingertips. And then start to bring your hands over to the right, so your right hand's outside the right leg, left hand is inside the right leg. Bring your hands back to center, press into the mat, inhale, breathe up, exhale, melt, and then left hand outside the left leg, right hand inside the left leg. Inhale and fold over your left leg. And then walk your hands back to center, pressing the palms in as you breathe up. Inhale, exhale, fold. Okay, walk your hands back, take your legs together, and give them a nice little shake. We're going to head on down now, so bring your feet hip-width distance apart, and slowly roll down. Inhale, extend both arms and both legs, super long here. Exhale, draw both knees in, hold on to your hamstrings. And go ahead and find your way to happy baby here. So the feet are flexed, you're holding on, and massage your spine side to side. All right, release your feet, but keep them up, hands down by your side, and point and flex both feet. Circle the ankles one direction and the other. And then bring the feet down to the mat. Open your fingers wide, wiggle them, and make a gentle fist, and really notice the hands. And rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Good. Hands down by your side, and just let the head move side to side. Notice how the neck is feeling. And then bring the head back to center and start to scan your body. See how things are feeling. Make any realignments or final moves that the body seems to be wanting right now. Decide if you're going to have your legs straight or your knees bent for final relaxation. Any way that you want to be in your final relaxation, get yourself into that position. And let's inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth, just melting onto the earth. And from here, just move into your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Bring movement back to your body, wiggle fingers and toes. And as you inhale, extend arms and legs long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. And find your way over to a side. Back up into a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.